on the audio, and I wonder if anyone knows where I am as you're watching this, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Hello from south of the river here in London, southeast of the river more specifically. We've shared this place online before, and I had to return today because it was meeting day in terms of business and that sort of stuff. So where am I? Ooh. It's looking very grey, the sky. All of a sudden we were told that the weather was going to change imminently from being very sunny and very warm to plenty of cloud and ultimately a lot of rain. But where are we? We're here. Anyone who didn't know. There's a much better idea now if in fact you are not familiar with the area. I'm in Greenwich, the centre of time. The centre maritime as well, really. Oh yeah. Home maritime, I should say, really, I suppose. Oh, I do see in front of me the wonderful carousel merry-go-round that's often here. Just going to share that with you a little bit more close up, and certainly the ship as well there, which of course is the tea cutter, the Cutty Sark. And I mentioned this in my previous broadcast when we were babbling on about transporting tea around the world at that point, something like that. Yeah, absolutely. So it's very quiet, I would say, in comparison to what this area would have been like before the pandemic. Over a distance, well, just to the right of your screen, that dome you can see is one end of the Greenwich footpath tunnel, which you can walk along under the River Thames, which is not far from where I'm located right now, just a few metres, and it's disappearing at the moment behind the dome, but just to the left of it, and soon to be in the middle of your picture, is the Docklands area where we travelled from when I was on the last broadcast, and Canary Wharf you'll see in just a moment. The dome looks pretty massive on here, doesn't it? I don't think we're zoomed in. No. And that foot tunnel is open 24 hours a day because it's known as a public highway officially. Here we can see the Bellevue that I was talking about there, Canary Wharf in the distance, and there's the River Thames. And there's other people just over to the right of the picture there boarding that boat, the Thames Clippers boat. They'll be heading west up towards Westminster and the more central part of London. There's quite a few people over there. Thanks for joining. Hi David Dorf again. Thanks a lot for being on the broadcast. Don't forget to share, like and follow, please do. There's also, well, there's a lot of people over there. A lot of people now on that boat. And they've all boarded. And it looks like they're about to set sail. And they're off, heading up the Thames. Still having to get used to this app. Haven't used it for quite a while, but it's a very speedy boat, by the way. As you can see, the Uber boat is known these days as on the Thames. I think you see just how fast that set off. It's almost like a time machine, it looks like. Oh, in the distance, by the way, look over there, look at there, on the Shard. that's there as well. Yeah, I'm still not impressed with the HapsApp when it comes to the mobile version and having to zoom in, and I'm not too keen on the broadcasts being landscape. Sorry, not landscape. This is portrait, of course, so we prefer them landscape, but you can broadcast landscape, then you have to hold the digital device, your phone, in the landscape manner, and that's just not very comfortable. Not when you have only one hand available and you're carrying a bag in the other or holding the microphone closer to your mouth in the other. You can hear the wind, I'm sure. Back over to Canary Wharf there, and I'm going to have a quick walk past the Cutty Sark again as I say goodbye to you. Let you just see this awesome view once again, which I'll be reminding you of in the not too distant future once again. There you go. As it starts, I just feel as it starts to rain, I could just, yep, there's a drip of rain there on me. I think we're in for a few wet days here in London, as we were promised. Weathermen, they're usually right. They have been recently anyway. Very windy at the moment, but that's partly increased very quickly and significantly, the wind, because I headed towards the river there on the banks of the Thames, but also because of what we're expecting from these grey clouds in the sky above. There you go. Somebody else on his phone here, just showing somebody else a video of the area. I have to say it is quite sad to see it so empty. I mentioned that to someone a short time ago. It's an area that's usually packed with people, but for obvious reasons at the moment this is much quieter. As I was saying earlier, there's your merry-go-round again, carousel, and one more view of the Cutty Sark. Lovely stuff. I hope people aren't commenting and I'm not seeing the comments, because I'm not seeing the comments, and in the past we've used certain technology and live video platforms. Well, people have sent messages, but the technology's let us down, so I haven't seen the messages while live. Everybody's running now. I think they felt a speck of rain on their wrist, and these people in front of me, I think they're running for somewhere under cover, possibly. They just ran from behind me. I could hear them on the ground, their feet running, and then they slow down a bit. Right, so I'm heading back now to somewhere a bit warmer, I think. Yeah. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I'll catch you soon. Don't forget to share, like, and follow. What an interesting day. We'll chat more about this in due course. Thanks again, Diva Dwarf, as I see you're still there. And thanks for watching on the replay, but do try and catch us live next time. It'll be far more enjoyable, I'm sure. Bye-bye for now.